So we don't need a very complicated material
Yes.
for them to begin from. So that's why we use most of the time maize bran, and sometimes can provide some protein like that. Maybe if you have blood, if you have milk and all that. So when you can see, as you can see here, we have millions and millions of the young larvae now. This is about like 1 day old, if you can see.
Thank you so much, guys, who are watching us from wherever you are. Welcome to Jokea Services once more. My name is Julius Ojula, and as usual, we are again here in Soroti City. When you come to Soroti City, you will get a place called Kamswahili. Kamswahili is known, by the way. Many people know this place, Kamswahili. And guess what? What are we going to discuss today? We are going to know the importance, the uses of the black soldier fly. Guys, that is what we are going to discuss about with our facilitator here, who is going to take us through this. Maybe you can tell us about this place, how you set it, and we are good to go.
Thank you so much. My name is Benjamin, senior founder and the director of Middle Organization. That's Maranatha Integrated Development Organization. I'm happy to be here. And here, as you see, this is one of the farms that has been able to grow and to improve on the basis of the skills now as they implement. We are having here different ideas or sections, and I believe that one of it is going to be black soldier fly that we're going to see in a short while, a piggery also, and then other dynamics like poultry and also fish farming. So it's one of the farms that we began journeying together from the grassroots, and we will be able to share with them different experiences on how they progressed to this far. So thank you so much.
Wow, guys, remember this is God's Wells farm, isn't it? Yes. Wow, here in Kamswahili. Let's go. We don't want to waste time. Let's go inside there, and you'll be able to see a lot. You know, we have been telling people outside there, it is better for you to start something. If you don't know what to start, then you need to learn. Stick in Jokea Services and check our videos. You will always be able to get this. Let's go and check how we are going to have the whole cycle of black soldier fly. That is what is going to take us through. Yes. Wow. Oh my God.
So first I want to...
So guys, this is a real one now. I even don't know where we are going to start. I'm only happy that we are here with the teacher himself. If I was here alone, then I would even run. And the other day you told me when we always reach a place where we do this type of farming, when we get a smell, it is not called a bad smell.
Yes, it's called a strong smell.
A strong smell. So guys, I'm already feeling a strong smell here. I don't know whether you will be able to smell. Yes, please.
So thank you so much. Just to continue on our bulletin, this another episode on black soldier fly farming.
Yeah.
As we can see here, these are the cages. And with the cages, we say that's the way we're able to in-house the fly, the black soldier fly. And that's where we're able to have the eggs, and then where the eggs later will be fed. As you can see, some of the containers here contain the maggots, and we shall talk about that a little bit later. But first and foremost, I want to take us through the whole cycle of the black soldier fly.
Wow.
And I think we can see, we said black soldier fly has got it has got 4 stages, and in those 4 stages we were able to realize that there is eggs,
yes,
there is a larva stage, then there's pupa and adult. Somebody can help me pick the eggs beside me.
Okay. So this one is now the adult.
Yes, we are having the adult inside the cage, as we can see in all these stages. I think So here we are able to have the eggs.
Okay.
And as you can see, these are the eggs. They are already harvested.
Why are they put here?
Why we have eggs here, one, it's because eggs are not supposed to be hatched inside the feeding material because they have not yet hatched out.
Okay.
Eggs are still fragile and still tender, so any moisture can cause them to lose potency. They can rot and they cannot hatch out. So they are supposed to be placed in a dry surface and where they are able to hatch out and penetrate through and enter into the we call the culture.
Guys, I'm seeing this one is just like a net.
Yes, so here you can see we have here a net-like surface that we prepare and where we put gently our eggs and they gently hatch out and they penetrate through. And down here we have I can hold a bit. We have we call it the culture material. A cocktail of well prepared can be maize bran and some fermented sort of.
So that is what they feed on.
No. This is basically for when you're receiving a baby, you need to prepare fast foods.
Okay.
So we don't need a very complicated material for them to begin from. So that's why we use most of the time maize bran, and sometimes can provide some protein like that. Maybe if you have blood, if you have milk and all that. So when you can see, as you can see here, we have millions and millions of the young larvae now. This is about like 1 day old. If you can see,
millions.
Yes. So this is from here where we are going to continue now the process of feeding now our larvae. So in this stage, larvae, eggs. You said eggs take 4 days, and they are able to hatch to that. Those young larvae.
Yes.
And now when they hatch out, it's where we're able to begin dividing them according to by that now into containers, because as they grow,
guys, I think you really need to see
as they grow, this is about 2 days, as they grow, they also appreciate size, and so you need to be able to have enough containers to feed them. So here we're still using maize bran as our feed, but we can also have other components of feeding material. Like now, later we shall see that we are using feeds from the waste material. Can be a food waste, can be plant waste, something like that. And you can blend on what can feed them. So here we are having a stage of maggots growing now. And in this case, we are having maggots of different sizes. Others are about 3 days old. These are about 3 days old. You can have a look at this. 3-4 days old. And these are now the larvae stages.
Really need to say
so
this.
By 5 days,
this is the stage where we now
begin harvesting our feed. Yes.
Okay.
By 5 days to 7 days, our larvae is ready to be harvested and can be dried for further use in the store, and then you can be getting it from there, or you can use it right away as they are fresh like this.
Yes.
Yeah. And here you can feed our poultry, birds. We can feed our pigs. We can feed our fish, rabbits, and everything. And this is a stage we can also fry and eat.
This is now the stage where a human being can also eat.
Yes. This is the same stage. By 5 to 7 days, we are able to harvest and fry them and can dine with them.
Please guys, put a comment in the comment section if you have ever tasted maggots. I think that's why you're not fat. There are people who look for things that make them fat. I think these are the things you're missing. I didn't know they eat maggots.
They eat. They're very nutritious. They have health benefits, and also on growth, and also the body makeup, and then also maybe medicinal. That one we can visit later on. But maybe with me, we can go to the next section.
Wow.
As you can see the next stage of the...
Okay.
the
Wow. Please guys, thank you so much for watching. We are going to continue the whole stage, and leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you feel about this video.
the farm has got two sections.
Yes.
We have the cage section.
Yes.
And
So there
then-
was the cage section.
Yes.
Okay.
And now we had the eggs. Now when we get the eggs, we hatch the eggs outside the cage.
Yes.
And now we channel those eggs as they hatch out to a feeding section.
Yes.
So part of what we saw, there are containers where new maggots beginning to grow.
Yes.
And it's a continuation of the section, feeding section. As you can see, earlier on I said that we can use a mixture of material.
Wow.
So you can now see here, you can appreciate, because we don't yet have,
These ones are not growing big, eh? Bigger
yes,
than the other
yes,
ones now.
yes.
Hey.
So these ones are growing now, turning to pupa. And now others are beginning to turn to pupa.
Hey, when they reach that black stage,
Yes,
that is now pupa.
pupa stage.
Wow.
So we have pupa here and pupa stage already turning. So I think within 1 day or 2 days, this component is going to be removed, this other waste material, and they will be left in a dry place where pupa alone will be settling to assist as an adult will be expected from it. So we still have...
Many people want to know the type of feeds now we give to the pupa.
Okay, so here we said that there is a range of material that we can feed the larvae with.
Yes.
We can have bran, meal, we can have a cocktail of material from plant waste, and
Because I'm seeing
fruits.
the
These are fruits.
pineapple.
Yeah, these are fruits, and example fruits. Animal waste, like maybe say blood.
Yeah.
You can talk about meat or something like that. But in this case, we have plant waste. Plant waste. These are waste material from different fruits. These are pineapples, and there's some part of avocado and the rest.
I've really seen why Africa is rich.
Yes.
Because we have so many resources like this, and we are supposed to... Whether we don't have waste products.
Yes.
Because what we think it is waste product, it is used somewhere.
It's a useful product. That's why you want to go away from the colonial mindset.
Yes.
That whatever is decaying is really something which is harmful. It's not harmful depending on how we utilize it. So most people are looking for white collar jobs. They are running away from this, but this is where life continues from. And the beauty in these things that are transforming. I don't want to forget about really what happens here.
Yes.
Okay. So it's also one of the processes we can make organic manure.
Hey.
Now we need to have in our mind that black soldier fly is among the microorganisms in the ground, in the field, or say in the bush, that God has designed to be able to break down any material that can need more time to change it from that stage to a state of manure where we are able to put grains, put plants for cropping, for crop farming. And look at here, you can have this component here. After we have removed gently the maggots, we shall have this residue, and this is manure.
Hey.
This is manure, and we have a number, much of it here in this farm.
Because I'm seeing it.
Yes, in this farm,
Here,
outside this part of the farm, there's an annex farm where they do vegetables.
Yes.
If all goes well, you shall be able to see that later on. But they use organic manure.
Yes.
The idea is we want to see that there's food security and then livelihood. Food security begins with what we eat.
Yes.
Now, manure, organic manure helps us to have crops that are free from chemicals and other, like now chemical manures. And this is the way we can do manure formation. Two, we are also able to dispose very well the waste material from from different centers and places where we can have diseases. This material, once it is not deposited well, and when it takes a long time before it breaks down, let's assume it is now piled somewhere in the town. it causes diseases that we see, the infiltrating water systems and sewages, the blockages and all that. And above all, these bigger particles, once they're not broken down, they are taken through the water that flows into the water streams. And it's one of the ways the high water levels have sprouted, because they go down and then the water levels, the depth of the water bodies is compromised, and we shall have things to do with the floods and all that. So it's the one way we can rehabilitate our environment. So black soldier fly farming is a good practice. It's healthy, good for feed formulation in this case, also good for rehabilitating our environment when it comes to good right disposal of waste material and breaking it down quickly to soil, and helps us to continue the process of production in animal and crop as well. So here, as we see, we have pupa stage. Now, in this section of the farm,
this side now,
yeah, in this section of the farm, we have now pupa stage.
Yes.
Now, this is that, as I said earlier on, that they are going to process this material. Process this, and they are able to pick off the pupa or the maggots.
I can show you this, guys.
Yes. So all this you can see, they are appreciating, they are improving. Now
this is still a pupa.
The pupa and actually larvae. This is larvae turning to pre-pupa to pupa stage.
Wow.
So
guys, remember we started from the eggs.
The eggs.
Yes.
So I'm still explaining the transformation.
This is now the second
stage.
The second stage.
Now the second stage is almost going to the third stage.
Okay.
Now this second stage takes 14 days.
Okay.
By 14 days they begin to pre-pupate. Yes. So we are believing that this is about 14 days.
14
now,
days.
as you can see, they are changing. So they are going to work on this until we are able to have the maggots alone. Okay. Now that maggot stage, with me, I'm going to another section to see the pupa now alone.
Okay.
Where now we have the pupa separate from any other stage. And pupa stage does not need to be in a wet place.
Okay.
Because pupa does not eat.
Hey.
Pupa does not eat.
Wow.
So they don't need it to be in the feeding material.
Okay.
Even here, we can have a look at some of these containers. Since I say that pupa doesn't eat, if you see here, whatever is up there does not want food. That black like yes, motile something. They're up because they don't need food.
Yes.
Now, what is inside there is what it may need to eat.
Okay.
But whatever is pupated is now trying to look for a place where they can hide and change to docile stage, and now they begin building up to a fly. So a pupa stage does not feed completely, so we have to keep in the state where there is no food. So with me, we can go to the next
Thank you so much. Consider to subscribe the channel, share this video to all people outside there, share to your friends, share to your friends, any person, a relative, most especially the youth. Subscribe this channel and you will be able to know all these things here. I know there are so many things that you learn, and please, I'm very sure you are not poor, but your mind is poor. That's why we are here to inspire you to do something there as they are explaining to you outside there. Thank you so much, guys.